Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Abigail and I am a VIP Kid teacher and ambassador helping new teachers and applicants make it through their hiring process. Today I want to talk more generally about whether or not you are qualified to earn money in online ESL teaching either with VIP Kid or another company. So this is going to be your ultimate checklist of qualifications for online ESL teaching. So if you are thinking about getting into it, this checklist will let you know if you have the skills and experience you need to get started. The first thing, obviously, to look at when it comes to teaching ESL online is your formal education. You'll have to do your own research. Some companies require you to have a bachelor's degree and other companies don't. VIP Kid, the company I work for, does require that you have a bachelor's degree, but that being said, your bachelor's degree could be in absolutely anything. I know people that have a bachelor's degree in theater that are teaching with VIP Kid. Mine is in history. Some people are teachers, but it doesn't have to be a teaching degree. And I should also say you don't need any prior teaching certifications, and that, as far as I can tell, is pretty much across the board for all companies. Even the leading company like VIP Kid does not require formal teaching experience, but that does bring me to number 2, which is bringing into account any kind of teaching experience or experience working with kids that you have. So again, this is not something that is required by all companies. There are dozens of ESL teaching companies out there that are hiring that do not require you to have experience working with kids. However, VIP Kid, the leading company in online ESL teaching, does require that you have 2 years of experience working with kids, and that could be in absolutely any capacity, and I mean anything. My experience is in childcare and in volunteer work that I did with kids, but your experience could be anything from coaching to tutoring to mentoring to volunteering to literally anything where you were in a leadership role with kids. And if you're having trouble brainstorming ideas for what could count as your experience, please send me an email. I left my email down below, and I would love to talk with you to help you kind of sort through your experience and see whether or not you're qualified. But the same goes for other kinds of companies. If they are looking for experience, they're normally looking just to see if you've been in a leadership role involving leading kids in some way. Number three, so this is actually the most important factor when it comes to teaching English as a second language. Obviously, since the whole point of the job is to teach the language across the board, companies prefer teachers that have a strong English background, meaning that you're either a native speaker or extremely fluent in the language, so you understand all the nuances and can properly teach them. I know with VIP Kid, the company I work with, they require you to be a native English speaker, so that could be a setback for some of you. However, if you want to be an ESL online teacher and you don't have a background as a native English speaker, as long as you are fairly fluent in English, there are actually some companies that will hire you even if your native language isn't English and you learned English later on in life and maybe you have a strong accent from wherever you're from. That doesn't matter to some companies as long as you are proficient in English. So you can look into that, but I know that for VIP Kid, you have to be a native English speaker. And number 4 kind of goes along with number 3, but basically, depending on where you live, your opportunities may be limited or more open when it comes to applying to certain ESL teaching companies. I can only speak specifically to VIP Kid because to apply with them, you do need to be born and raised in either the US or Canada because they're looking for North American English speakers, and I believe, as I understand it, this is just because of the North American accent. It's, I guess, what they market to the parents of the Chinese students that are signing up. So you have to have some kind of a North American accent, whether it's Canadian or American. However, again, there is always an exception for other companies, not with VIP Kid, but with other ESL teaching companies out there, there might be, and I've actually heard of people from like Eastern European countries that learned English later on in life, middle school, high school, or even in adulthood, who became proficient enough in the language that they're now teaching with another company. So basically, all of this goes to say If you're watching this video and you know English, so if you understand what I'm saying, you are probably qualified to teach English as a second language with some company out there. And that's why teaching online is such a huge opportunity right now, because regardless of how much experience or formal education you have, there is likely an opportunity out there for you to work with some company. So the last thing I want to end on is a quote that I actually discovered just today. Of course I wrote it down because there's no way I'd remember this. But the quote goes, "Don't be afraid to start over. It's a brand new opportunity to rebuild what you truly want." And I just wanted to offer that because to many people, and definitely to me before I started doing it, ESL teaching is such a foreign, new thing, and it can be scary to get into anything new. But for me, it's been just an amazing new opportunity and a way to do something that I'm more passionate about while earning money doing it. It let me do it full time and actually quit a job I was working at that I absolutely hated and just didn't have any passion for, and it's allowed me so much flexibility. You can actually go on to watch my other video, top 5 reasons to work for VIP Kid, to see kind of why I chose this company and what has been so great about working with them. But whatever company you choose to work with, or even honestly, let's get off the topic of even ESL teaching. Maybe you have something else that you want to do in your life that is completely new, that you're so passionate about. All I can say is follow your heart on that and do not let other people influence you to go against what you know in your soul is what you want to do, because you have a stronger intuition than you can ever imagine, and that new thing might just turn out to be the most amazing decision you made in your life. So whatever you're working towards, just keep going. And if it is ESL teaching that fits in to that grand scheme of your dreams in some way, or is an opportunity that you would be interested in, I left the link to the VIP Kid application below in the description box. They are the leading company in online ESL teaching, and they were actually rated the Forbes #1 work-at-home company for 2018, so a very reputable company, and I've worked with them full-time for the last 6 months, so I can speak from experience there. And if you sign up using my link, I can actually be your personal coach and mentor and hotline for all of your questions that you might have through the application and the interview process, because I know that I had 1,000,001 questions about every single little step. And regardless of whether or not you are looking into teaching with VIP Kid, if you just have any questions about ESL teaching in general or just want to chat, you can always DM me on Instagram, email me, or leave a comment here, because I would love to connect with you. So let me know what else you want to see videos on, because I'm doing one of these every single day, and I would love to hear from you and connect with you here on YouTube and build a community of teachers or dreamers that are working together towards our goals. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!